Hello, I'm Congressman Jensen of the House of Representatives. My constituents from my home state have proposed me this idea that they want to be a law. They want for it to be required for all Americans to start the day by eating a bowl of Fruity Pebbles. Now, I think that would make a really good law, so I'm going to propose it to the House of Representatives as a bill. Hi, I'm Bill, and I want everybody in America to eat a bowl of Fruity Pebbles in the morning. So first, I write the bill, and then the Speaker of the House reads the bill and sends it to a committee. This particular bill is being sent to the Committee of Rules because the rule to eat Fruity Pebbles in the morning is a very particular rule and doesn't really fit in with any of the other categories. In committee, the bill is studied and hearings are held to discuss the bill. Clauses can be added or removed to appease the majority of people. If the vote is no, then the bill dies. Dead? What? 90% of bills die in committee. But if the vote is yes, then the bill moves on to be voted on by the whole House of Representatives. The American Congress is a bicameral system, which means that it's split into two houses. There's the House of Representatives, where the representation from each state is based on the population of that state, and the Senate, where each state gets 2 senators. And there are some pros and cons for us having a bicameral system. Some of the positives are that both houses get to check each other to make sure that neither one gets too much power so that the legislative branch isn't too powerful. Also, the laws are able to be reviewed more so that they're able to be better for the majority of the public. And a bicameral system allows more people to be represented, as the states have equal representation in the Senate, and then having the population-based House of Representatives allows states with higher populations to be able to support those higher populations. But some disadvantages to the bicameral system is that the lawmaking process is longer, which is not helpful in times of emergency. Also, having different election cycles in terms is kind of confusing for the Congress in terms of lawmaking. The House of Representatives is comprised of 435 members, and the bill requires a simple majority of 50% to move on. If it doesn't receive that 50%, then it dies. But if it receives the 50%, then it goes on to the Senate. Not to the Senate? What? There are 100 senators, and it also requires a simple majority of 50% to move on. Now that the bill has passed in both houses of Congress, it gets sent to the legislative branch for the president to sign. So the president reads the bill, and he can take a few actions on it. If he doesn't like it, then he can veto it, and it gets sent back to Congress. Please don't veto me. Please don't veto me. But if he likes it, then he signs it into law. If he doesn't do anything in 10 days, then the bill automatically becomes a law. But if he doesn't do anything in 10 days and Congress is out of session, then it's called a pocket veto and it doesn't become a law. So that's a strategy that can be used, I guess. If the bill is vetoed, it's sent back to Congress. Congress can, however, use a congressional override to overrule the president's veto. But to do this requires a 2/3 supermajority in both houses, and this is really hard to do. If it passes the supermajority, then it becomes a law. But if not, then it dies. And it's like dead now. Hey Bill, guess what? You're a law now. What? What? I'm a law? This is so awesome. I'm a law. Now all of you have to eat a bowl of Fruity Pebbles in the morning. Wait. You still have to be studied by the Supreme Court. Wait, the what? The Supreme Court now? What's that? The Supreme Court analyzes the law to determine if its clauses are constitutional. The Supreme Court has reviewed this law, and we found that it's unconstitutional. Like, you can't force everybody in the United States to eat a bowl of Fruity Pebbles in the morning. That's not right. That's wrong. Sorry, Bill. No!